Hi Capricorn, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your monthly reading for May. I hope you're all doing well. I am going to take just a quick second to remind you that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every Capricorn out there. So guys, take what resonates for you, leave the rest for someone else. We're going to start with your present energy, and then we're going to look at May from the first week all the way to the end of May and see if we can get some clarity about the upcoming energies. As always, Capricorn, don't force yourself into a reading that's not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Capricorn? All right, Capricorn, you are starting out with the King of Wands, and it is crossed by the Temperance card in the reverse. All right, so you may be trying to decide what kind of action you need to take. I do see you in this glow up energy. But there's a sense of emotional imbalance that's causing you to, question yourself here. There's also something you're healing from. Show me the past for Capricorn. Show me the recent past. Yeah, Queen of Cups in the reverse. Something kind of closed your heart. It kind of shuts you down a little bit. And I feel like you're trying to heal from this. Why is all this happening for Capricorn? Why is all this happening for Capricorn? The Devil. Now you could be dealing with another Capricorn. You don't have to be, but there's some toxic energy that is here. Yeah, so there's something toxic here. It's caused you to kind of close your heart down. You're trying to regain your balance. You're trying to, stabilize yourself. I do feel like you're in an energy where people enjoy being around you. A lot of you may have made some improvements in your appearance recently as well. But there's something toxic that is underlying all this that does need to be healed. So what's on Capricorn's mind? Show me what's on Capricorn's mind. Yeah, things aren't going the way you want them. Nine of Cups in the reverse. Some of you could be self-medicating. Be very, very careful with that. That could be where this toxicity is coming in. But I do feel like there's something here that did not work out the way you had wanted it to, and you're feeling rather dissatisfied. Like your wishes just aren't being fulfilled. Like, things are just not moving the way you want them to. Show me May for Capricorn. A Tower. Yeah. So this Tower moment may have already occurred for some of you. This would be what has caused you to kind of pull your emotions back. Or it may be something that will be occurring in the very beginning of May. Let me see how you're showing up in this reading. Two of Swords in the reverse. You've made some sort of a decision here. You may have been at a crossroads. There could have been indecision that preceded this, but I see a decision being made. The energy approaching you is a Nine of Swords. Somebody is up in their head about you. Somebody's obsessing over you, thinking about you. Let me see what Spirit's advice is. Ten of Cups in the reverse. Spirit is saying that there's something that is preventing your happiness. And that makes sense if there's some toxic energy here. So that will be addressed. Let me see the outcome for Capricorn at the end of May. All right, so we have the World in reverse along with the Star card. So there's healing that still needs to be done. But there's hope. I see hope coming back in. There's still some unresolved issues here. But it's like you're gaining your balance even though there's something that is incomplete. All right, bottom of the deck is the Knight of Pentacles. This is underlying energy. And this is something that is moving very, very slow. But it's the only knight, the Knight of Pentacles, only knight that actually crosses the finish line, even though it's very slow. It's earth energy, and earth energy moves very, very slowly. Your money could be improving as well, but maybe not as quickly as you would like. So let's clarify. Spirit, why is the King of Wands here? Now, you could be dealing with an Aries, Leo, or a Sagittarius. Oh, look at that. There's that Knight of Pentacles again. So this is in connection with your current situation. Yeah, this is everything is moving very, very slowly. And it's because there's healing that still has to take place. Why is the... Thank you. All right, you've been trying to avoid this tower. That tower's coming. You've been trying to avoid it. I also feel like you are receiving messages from Spirit, but you're not really able to hear them because your heart is closed off. Queen of Cups. You're trying to avoid a tower in love. You're trying to shut your feelings down, to shut out your feelings, but it's causing a bit of emotional imbalance here. Why is the Queen of Cups in reverse in the past? King of Wands reversed and the Hermit in reverse. You may have rushed into something in love. I feel like there was a, oh, that makes a lot of sense. So you rushed into something. You moved too quickly. And I feel like now you're kind of slowing it down. You're thinking about things. You know, in the past, you didn't take the proper actions. And now you're having to figure that out, or you did have to figure that out. So you're moving towards clarity is what it is, but you're moving very slowly. Yeah, you're moving very slowly. And the reason you're moving slowly, Capricorn, is because somebody hurt your heart. Somebody really hurt your heart. They could have been a bit of a player. Whoever this King of Wands is, they could have even ghosted you. You were doing everything you could to avoid a tower moment, but I feel like you've been unable to because there's toxic energy here. I also feel like you were open and loving. You were giving to this person, and they really hurt you. And now you're trying to move on from this, but it's hard. Page of Pentacles, yeah. So there's something to do with an offer here that was very small, but very toxic. Let's see why the Nine of Cups is in reverse. And that's why all this is happening. So there's something that has to be addressed. All right. So you're waiting. You feel like if you wait long enough, you'll finally get what it is that you want. And that doesn't seem to be happening. Everything is moving very slow. Meanwhile, you're trying to avoid having another tower moment like you did from the past. So let's look at May for you. Show me May for the sign of Capricorn. Show me May for the sign of Capricorn. Show me May for the sign of Capricorn. There's a bit of erratic energy here in May. So there could be some ups and downs. All right, so we have the Two of Cups. We have the Six of Coins reversed. The Wheel of Fortune, that's great. Three of Coins. 10 of Wands. The Hangman in the reverse. And the Page of Wands. All right. So Capricorn, I do feel like you've been doing everything you can to avoid having another tower moment. You've been trying to rebuild yourself. And you would like to have love in your life. I can see that. I definitely can see that. So you are going to get a tower moment in May. But guess what? It's a good tower moment. That love that you've been trying to hold off, that you've been trying to move away from, there's something coming in. It's a soulmate energy, and it's going to cause a tower moment, but it's actually a very positive thing. With the Six of Coins here in the reverse, I see you holding back from this. It's almost like this person might be pursuing you a lot heavier than you would have pursued them. So there's an imbalance in this. And I feel like it's because you're still holding back. You're still very cautious with regard to love based upon what you experienced here in the past. But there's a Tower moment coming, and it's a positive one. It's a soulmate. It's somebody who is reaching out to you. In the first week, I think you're going to be holding back. You're going to be like, what do you want? What does this person want? I don't understand. I do see, though, that you're going to see it as a positive thing. It's just going to be very shocking for you. So in the second week, there's a positive turn of events, and you become more cooperative with this process by the middle of the month. So you start to, see it differently by the middle of the month. This is somebody you actually have a soul contract with. It does not come without problems, though. And those problems are going to show up in the third week. Yeah, it's going to show up in the third week. And you're going to feel overwhelmed. You're going to feel like, I thought this was a good thing. Now what do? I don't know where to go. I don't know what to do. This is too heavy. I don't want to deal with this. But I also see in the third going into the fourth week that you get some kind of news here. Something that makes you look at this differently. So I don't know who you're dealing with, Capricorn, because you've dealt with somebody here in the past that's been very toxic, and you're going to have your world upended in May. But it is in a positive way. It's just that you're waiting for that other shoe to drop, basically. You may even be creating problems in the third week. Just because, you're just like, what in the world? I don't understand. What does this person want from me? So I feel like somebody is coming into your energy that is going to be pursuing you hot and heavy. And this is a new person, Page of Wands. This is somebody new. And it's the person that you have waited for. Somebody you can build something with. And they're not going to be asking from you. They're going to be giving to you. And it's going to shock the hell out of you. It's going to make you look at the world very differently. And you're going to realize this person is different. This is someone new in your energy. Well, all right. So let me see how you're showing up. We have the Two of Swords in reverse. Show me how Capricorn is showing up. This is May looks like it's going to be a good month. It's just going to be a shocking month for you. All right, so we have the Queen of Wands in the reverse. We have Temperance in the reverse. And we have the Nine of Wands. You don't trust this person. So, yeah, you're a little bitter. If I'm being completely honest, you're a little bitter because of this person that you dealt with in the past. You don't trust this new person coming into your life. This is a new person. So you're still healing. You're still trying to find your emotional balance. This person comes in and it's unequal, but it's unequal because they're giving. You're not the one who's giving and giving and giving this time. And so it's a new offer, and you're so used to dealing with toxic energy that this is going to surprise the heck out of you because you're over here healing. You've already made the decision that, you're not taking any action towards anyone. You're working on yourself. You're working on your healing. You don't trust anybody. And then here comes this person. So there is a lack of trust in your energy. Let's see the energy coming towards you. I mean, it's kind of funny to me on the outside, but I know it doesn't feel funny to you. Why is the Nine of Swords here? All right, so we have the Five of Cups. We have the Six of Wands. And we have the Seven of Pentacles. So this is somebody who has gone through something themselves, but they have successfully overcome it. This is somebody who felt like there was no love. It's like that old air supply, I'm all out of love. This person has gone through some kind of very anxiety-producing energy. They have tried to learn from the past, but they felt like love wasn't for them. And then here you are. They feel like that this could be a successful relationship, and they want to invest in this relationship. They're waiting to see what you're going to do, and that puts them on pins and needles. So this is somebody who is very patient. They're also very successful. Let's see Spirit's advice. Why is the Ten of Cups in reverse in Spirit's advice? All right. We have the Magician. We have the Fool. We have Justice. So Spirit is saying you are currently in a situation where there's a lot of unhappiness, Capricorn. Spirit is saying you need to manifest what you want. You need to manifest the balance. You need to make sure you're coming correct. Take a risk, but make sure that it's a calculated risk, that it's a balanced, scenario. That everything that you've gone through doesn't mean that you're going to go through that again with another person. There's an indication here that balance and justice is coming to you, and it's coming in the form of a new beginning. And there's an indication for you to take a risk, but to manifest what it is that you really want. All right, let's look at your outcome. Show me the outcome. Now, you could be dealing with an Aquarius here. Show me the outcome for Capricorn. Seven of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, the Star card in reverse, and the Six of Swords reversed. So there's something here, and it looks like a previous connection, a previous relationship, where there was deceit. There may be someone you were married to or someone you were in a long-term connection with. There was deceit here. There was something very, very deceitful. And you're still stuck in that energy. You're still stuck. You've been unable to move forward into something more peaceful because you have to let this end. You have to come into your power, Capricorn. You have to be able to end this season of manipulation, this season of toxicity, this season of deceit. You have to, and the only way to do that is through self-care and coming into your power. This is the Queen of Pentacles. You are Earth sign energy. This is you coming into your power. And you do that through loving self. This is what will enable you to move beyond all of this stuff from your past and move into hope. The person who's in your energy, they have experienced things in their past too that has led them to feel hopeless, to feel sad, to feel this anxiety. So you're probably dealing with somebody who's also been through a whole lot. This is somebody who, they're watching you go through this. And remember, they have this patient energy where they're watching you, they're observing you, and they're kind of going back and forth. It's like one day they feel like, oh, everything's going to be great with Capricorn. And then you pull back and they're like, oh my gosh, what did I do wrong? So they're up and down. Their emotions are up and down. They're on a roller coaster. And it's truly because you still have to resolve this. You have to put this to bed. Whatever this was that you went through this horrible moment with, this tower moment with this person from the past, you have to be, because I feel like this person in your past was unfaithful. They may have ghosted you. This is somebody that you were trying to figure this out for the longest time. But not every offer that you receive, Capricorn, is going to be the same as this past person. And it does look like this is the person. The new person is somebody that you have waited a very long time for. Now this person is waiting and watching to see what you're going to do. And I got to tell you, they're on pins and needles. They're up and they're down. They're trying to, they're trying to figure out how to approach you, what to say, what to do. Because they know that you're gun shy here. They know that you because you go from being, no, get away from me, to, oh, this is the best thing, and you're more cooperative, and then you're like, oh, but this is a lot of problems. I don't know if I want to do this. So you're taking them a little bit on a roller coaster. Bottom of the deck is the Ten of Swords in the reverse. So you are slowly, it's actually it's clarifying the Knight of Pentacles. You're slowly moving towards a healing. You were betrayed in the past. Somebody put all 10 of those swords right in your back. They betrayed you. It was painful. It hurt you deeply. It caused you to close your heart down. And you have been avoiding love ever since. It's like you want it, but when it comes to you, you're like, nope, not for me. And now this is somebody who's very patient because they want things to be successful. So it's time for you to close out that cycle, Capricorn, and to allow the healing to come into your life. All right. I'm going to pull from the Foxfire Oracle, and we'll see if there's any further messages. Yeah, this person is going to really, like, it's going to cause another tower moment, but it's not going to be a bad tower moment. It's going to be something that is good, but it's going to shock you and it's going to shake up your world. Pulling for Capricorn. Pulling for Capricorn. Oh, my goodness. I'm going to take the bottom card. It is Shadow Dancer, number 42. All right, give me just a second, Capricorn, and I will pull that for you. All right, it says, the shadow dancer moves through the forest, finding those who have a strong belief in who they are, how they can change, and who they can become, revealing to them the hidden self they have shunned and avoided. When the shadow dancer comes to you, you will slowly come to illuminate the unknown within, and in this way, the lost and unloved parts of yourself will be able to come home to you and in time become a part of you that will offer you so much richness and creativity. This mysterious being brings to you the blessing that so many of us refuse in this lifetime, the opportunity to work with their shadow. So many flee from her wisdom, but those who stay find many blessings, more than if they had practiced avoidance. To dance with the shadow, to know the shadow, is a great challenge. It is not as simple as acknowledging our less than pleasant qualities. It is to acknowledge that within us there is much that we are unaware of, and that in order to come to know the shadow self, we must become humble and feel our way into our own deeper self. In this way, our own tendencies become illuminated over time and with patient, steady work. This work takes deep self-love, compassion, and often self-care. It can be troubling and can raise shame, guilt, and fear as we begin to know what we have previously been unable to see. This is a process of seeing the unknown that lies within our souls. This is not a process of self-condemnation, but one of self-discovery and deep self-love. When this card comes to you, prepare to dance with the shadow and to discover the hidden self within, who is so very different from the self you have created over time. This shadow self will be a great teacher and will come to you in moments that can shake our foundations. But when we dance with the shadow, we can become closer to whole than we once were. But in order to do so, we must prepare to explore the strangest, wildest, and most avoided aspects of ourselves. In this way, though, we become travelers of the soul, stronger, authentic, and with a wisdom that is born out of knowing thyself. When your work with a shadow dancer is undertaken, for it is never truly finished, you will be more whole with a truer sense of who you are here to be. Ooh, so some shadow work going on for you, Capricorn. All right. And it's tied to this offer as well. So, you know, get in there, do the work, do the self-love. And, you know, I feel like this person is the person you've been waiting for. All right. I hope this has been helpful. If you have resonated with this reading, Capricorn, hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe. And until I see you guys in your next reading, Capricorn, namaste.